At the Claremont Hotel for the Lloyd's breakfast briefing with the Treasury Minister. This is where you find out a bit more about how it's gone down with the bankers, I think, today. You've already done the other groups around the Isle of Man. How's it gone so far?
So far it's been very good. I think really people in business especially appreciates a steady approach as opposed to pulling a rabbit out of the hat and surprising people. I think too, and I hope that they take comfort in the fact that this is a process of evolution. And we're moving smoothly on the path, firstly to get the budget rebalanced to support the economy and also to protect the vulnerable. It's never very easy to keep three core objectives moving forward, but I think we have, and certainly the reaction of the business community has been quite supportive.
Were you surprised with the reaction from the financial press?
No, I wasn't really, because the Isle of Man has shown leadership in moving forward to agree a FATCA-style agreement with the UK government. I think we all agree it's inevitable, but we have to manage the process, and we feel that government, working with the industry, has managed the process. We've had wide discussions with the industry, we've taken soundings, and we had their views before we actually signed it. I signed the agreement first thing on Tuesday morning, but I am pleased with the reaction both domestically and internationally as well.
I mean, the FT headline, the tax haven label still exists.
It does, but what if you had and I know you did, once you've gone through the article itself was very clear, informative, and there's no problem with that. Unfortunately, every now and again, the sub-editors put a headline up, and that's what sells the papers, because it was on the front page of the paper after all, wasn't it?
Right. Well, as you said, you did your steady Eddie budget. Were you surprised with the way it went as on the vote, or was it just the usual suspects as far as you're concerned who went against your proposals?
Well, I was pleased with the vote, with the extent I had done a count on the back of an envelope, as it were, and I thought that there might be more dissenters. But really, the criticisms were in the main that we hadn't given a full impact statement of the budgets on all the department's activities. Now, having said that, at this stage it's very difficult to give a detailed impact assessment, but as the year rolls on, my colleagues and the council ministers will be going out and giving impact assessments and involving the backbenchers much more. So I think that we've taken a very positive step down the road, and certainly our revenue this year is stronger than expected. Our direct taxes are stronger than expected, but we cannot take the brake off our spending. We have to keep control of our spending. And it's been quite interesting so far, because last year during the budget debate there was some new members especially who were saying that we should try to rebalance or take firm steps to rebalance the budget in a single year. And then as soon as we hit problems and we say, well, we've got to withdraw this service or reduce that service, there's a real firestorm created, and there's all sorts of good reasons put forward by the same members for keeping that service, even though we can't afford it.
Well, finally, all the people in this room, most of them are bankers, obviously, their jobs depend on you keeping them employed, in the sense of making the Isle of Man still an attractive place to do business with.
Well, they make a very valuable contribution to the economy at just over 30%. So I do recognise the importance, and one of the big advantages of the Isle of Man is that the government and industry do work close together, and during my term as Treasury Minister, for however long that might be, I will continue to work with the industry.
So it's a cosy breakfast, you're not going to get a hard time?
These things are never cosy. It isn't over till the big lady sings.